Let's speak to the local resident, Kristian Tuinzing, who joins us on the line now from Watertown. And I think you were very closely involved, weren't you, Kristian? I mean, it's so close that a bullet actually struck your house. Just describe what happened.
Yeah, hi. I was literally just sitting on my computer around 12:45 our local time. Heard a few pops, and immediately, realized there were gunshots. It was successive. It sounded like, an exchange of fire of small arms or something. And it quickly got very close to our house, and I saw a black sedan, crashed right in front of us, and then was followed by this black Mercedes that was being reported stolen. That black Mercedes eventually ran down and rammed some police cars down the street, but this gunfire went on for about 10-15 minutes. And during that time, there was 4 smaller explosions, what I believe were grenades of some sort, and then one larger explosion, which sounds like it was an IUD of some sort. It was really loud. My ears are still ringing. And after that, I clambered into my closet. After the shooting died down a little bit, I actually looked. I'd heard something possibly enter my room and found right where I'd been sitting at my desk, a bullet had gone through my outside wall, through my calendar on my wall, through the back of my chair, and right where my head would have been. And actually, the bullet came to rest right at the foot of my bed.
God, the most dramatic events outside then. Were you, when you heard this shooting, were you watching through the window or were you taking cover?
I watched just for, a few split seconds. When the first explosion went off, then I clambered into the closet. After a little bit, came out and looked around my roommates, and there was still a little bit of action that moved down the street. But right now, the black sedan still crashed literally outside my front door, and there's bomb technicians right now. Actually, they had robots, and right now a bomb technician in a bomb suit is right outside checking the car, which is a little unnerving, but just putting my faith in the law enforcement right now.
Yeah, and but that 10-15 minutes of shooting, so in other words, this was like a gun battle going on outside your house because both cars had come to a standstill there.
Yeah, this was, it was insane. In my closet, after when I was on the ground in my room, the first few shots, it was scary, but it really ramped up once these explosions started, and it was clear that, this wasn't slowing down, it was just accelerating. And it ended, it sounded like when there was a large exchange, it sounded almost of automatic fire. And after that, it seemed to taper off, that maybe that automatic fire was the police getting to the suspect.
Kristian, just briefly, you said that bullet had come through. Are you able to show us where that came through, or the casing, or the...
Absolutely, I could. Yeah, if I could just move this right now, I could show you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right here is my desk where I was sitting at my computer. Right here is my calendar. It's shot through right April 11th on the calendar, and it went through right here, the back of my chair, you can see.
My goodness.
And here's where the slug, this little yellow thing, came to rest, just at the foot of my bed.
That is just extraordinary. So that bullet has pierced what? Are you in a brick house, or are you in a wooden house there?
It's wooden sides. Yeah, but it definitely had enough force to get through and then some.
Yeah, all right. Look, Kristian, thank you very much indeed for joining us and giving us just such a vivid account of that.
Very
shooting.
lucky and very calm.
Yeah.
Well done him.